57 under the title is City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Love. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, here's Love. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
In your face.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the double. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Pick the edge. Come.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right up.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 50, it's long. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check out.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Check out. 240. Everyone go 4 down.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check out. Try 6 and 3. 50. Check back 50. All day, dog.
Out of the gun, Luck. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Luck now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And that's complete to Adams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
I'm here all day. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 59. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And Adams has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 90, Wolf. I got one.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Come on, D. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Monday. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I'm coming after you.
Now Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Check out. 674. Stay with your man.
On 1st down, it's Locke. This is caught by Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Shoot. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 50.
This is Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Check tight. Check tight.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, break. Front 9. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 15 now. Luck. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Check out. 390. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Back to throw. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Here's Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Get it.
Second and 11. Caught here by Griffin. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Pirine. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw here. Making the catch is Sternberger. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll run on first down. Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Go, go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Second and 1. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. No, they can't hang with us.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a draw play. This is Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Mike the 59. You ready me? You ready?
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Here we go. Buzz. Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jace Sternberger. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Malik Booker on the coverage.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 28-yard
McCrane's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
2nd and 5. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Luck defers to Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Luck now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Running on 1st down with Ware. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st down, Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. And that will force a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, Alpha. 59 Mike, check.
They're going to look to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Luck. And I think the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. 59. Watch the curl. Ready?
They'll set up to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The tackle made by Derrick Kindred. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, Delta. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Luck to Mack on the draw. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Luck. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Let's go, Mexico!
They'll run here with Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Watch the boot. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill. Alert.
Luck now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Lott. This is caught. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Danico Autry is in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Topper! Watch the ship. 58.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, 26 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Our time. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11B. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Too little.
Out of the gun, Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. Here's Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Set. Safety Gator. Hey. Deep grip.
On 1st down, Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ricky.
They'll go again to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Like 59, Watch the slip.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready, break. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense. Let's go. Let's go.
2nd and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Let's go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll set up a throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Luck on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
11. Mike's 50.
Back to throw, Luck. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Get ready.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, quick. Hey, we got Mike 50, yo. Coming this way.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Coming.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
All day, baby. All day. Let's go.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee, can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week